Welcome to episode 130 of Sorry for the Delay. I'm your editor, Mia. This week, Joshua breaks out a tiny flamethrower for his bourbon. Sean gets emotionally attached to Coachella pricing with a slideshow presentation and a cosmic bar crawl. Oh no. The boys somehow turn fart logistics and digital diets into a full civic discussion. Nobody needed this much confidence. Then it's Harry Potter, lamb chop, and enough day-off energy to make the whole mess feel weirdly productive. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Sorry for the Delay. We are your hosts. My name is Sean. Over there is Joshua. And Joshua, this is an even episode. It's episode 130, my dude. We've done 130 of these episodes. I can't fucking believe it. It's too many, if you ask me. But with that being said, how are you doing this wonderful week, buddy?
I'm doing well, and it's kind of nice because today, on the day of us recording, it's falling on a day off. So I've had the whole day to basically do nothing, which is kind of nice every once in a while.
That's good. That's nice. Yeah.
Because sometimes I think we all forget that we need to just do nothing sometimes. Like literally don't feel challenged by anything or go outside and like you have to do gardening or like you have to do anything. So I feel sorry. Like if you're listening to this on the day you have to work, it's okay. You eventually will have a day off like myself. I don't know if Sean had a day off today, but overall I'm feeling great because again, it's my day off today. The sun's out, feeling good. I have a special drink that we're going to get to in a minute. Yes. It may require some pyrotechnics. So spoiler alert, we're only about a minute or 2 minutes in. Joshua's drink is kind of special today. So if you're just listening, you're going to have to slide over to check us out, even if it's just for this little snippet when we get into the what's in our cup. But to be continued. And if it gets really good, maybe you'll just watch the whole studio burn down, and that'll be even. We'll put that up too.
Episode 130, the final episode. Joshua's whole studio gone to a crisp.
Burns down the house. Yes. The next episode will be from a tent in some field somewhere. Yeah, stealing some starlings.
Foreshadowing at the middle of the episode topics here.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, but I'm great, Sean. How you doing over there, man?
Good, man.
How are things where you're at?
I'm good too. Had a day off as well, so I did not have the luxury of doing nothing all day. I went and ran errands, so that's always fun. Going out into the world to do your shopping and complain about how high gas prices are. That's always fun. So did that. But now I'm here with you, buddy. I'm here with the people, the ladies and the germs. And, I couldn't be happier, to be sitting here in front of the camera, in front of Joshua, and in front of millions of people. It's just, highlight of my day. So, with that being said, buddy, should we just hop right into what we are drinking? What is in our cups this week?
I think you're going to have to start in on your drink first.
I'll start
because,
first, yeah.
Like I said,
for yours. Yeah.
Mine is going to require...
Oh, my God.
Serious.
There is a torch, everybody. There's a torch. But I'll go ahead and introduce my drink first, buddy. I have two things in front of me because I wanted to get a little special today. The first thing is something that I've had before, but I'm bringing it back because they finally brought it back. And I'm going to talk about this a little bit later in one of the topics. But this is Two Town Cider. This is the Pog Cosmic Crisp. So I've had this one before. This is one of my favorite Two Towns, and it's only like a seasonal release. So usually for springtime they get it, and it's springtime, so it's here now. So I'll go ahead and take a little sippy sip of this and tell you how it tastes. Oh yeah, baby, real guava forward. Tastes like you just took a passion fruit and you shoved it up my ass, and you're
That's
making
terrible.
me feel good.
That's
delicious.
The worst way to describe a drink. I think we should just move on to what is in my cup because
Wait,
Sean,
hang
I don't know.
I have a second one.
All right. Oh, you got two.
There's
drinks.
something
Okay.
even better, buddy. If that one wasn't
Double
good enough
fisting.
for you, I was
All right.
going somewhere when I said put it up my butt because there's going to be a party bomb, Joshua. I have this thing called Party Bomb. Never had it before in my life. They sold it by single cans. This is a hard strawberry lemonade. So this is something I've never had, and I'm kind of excited to try it. So here we go. Let's give it a shot. It smells like strawberries and lemonade, which is kind of nice. So here we go.
Okay.
I don't like that as much. It tastes very artificial. Like it literally tastes like strawberry lemonade, just super sweet. Like almost, Joshua, have you ever had this strawberry lemonade from Simply strawberry lemonade?
No, I haven't actually. No.
Okay, well, for those of you who have, it tastes exactly like that, just a little bit more sweet and less tart. So
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, if you're just a little wimp and don't want to drink straight bourbon, yeah, go for it.
So,
yeah.
what kind of
strawberry lemonade?
Okay, well, if you're not,
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend more the Cosmic Crisp Pug. So that's what I'm going with, buddy. But what do you got over there? What you cooking? What are you cooking up?
I mean, if you can't tell, I've taken up a new habit, and it's smoking, and I know it's not good, but ladies and gentlemen, I have to present to you a nice smoked out specialty drink here.
Wow, look at that. Look at the aromatics. That's amazing. Wow. So what's in the cup? What's actually inside of there?
Okay, so what we got in here is one of my favorite. It's the bourbon, the Knob Creek bourbon, the 9-year Knob Creek. And what I did is I candied up an orange slice. It's about a half-inch thick or so. I put some sugar on top. I hit it with the torch, put in a few dashes of bitters, and smoked it out, as you can tell. The wood I used was oak. It was some oak chips or oak, I believe it was. But I can't wait to try this. And it's, like you can see, it's very, very smoky. Yeah. A whole lot of aromatics. Let me get into this bad boy here.
My God. I'm actually impressed right now. Joshua made almost like a smoked old-fashioned. Kind of nice.
Let me tell you, that is pretty bomb. And I highly recommend it. I bought this as a kit. It comes with the whole top. It comes with the wood chips, this whole thing. And it, do this shit whenever. But a little torch. Yeah.
Nice. There you go. Yeah. That's very cool, man. Hey, I should leave you more often to do to your own devices. You know, you come up with some creative shit. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
dude.
It's actually pretty sick. And real quick, on the top, it comes with like this little basket that you put the wood chips in.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how it worked because it looked like you were just burning the top of that.
Yeah. I think I kind of did burn the top of it, but so I'm getting the smell of like the actual wood chips and the whatever the top of this thing's made out of, which probably isn't good. Yeah. This is my first time using it. It completely adds a whole nother dynamic to the drink, and I highly recommend it. It's made by, what's this called? Sip Noble, or Noble Sip, sorry.
Noble Sip.
For my Noble Sip. Yeah. That's the
Very
brand.
cool, man. Hey, cheers to you, buddy. Cheers to everyone watching and listening. We do really appreciate it. 130 episodes, like I said in the beginning of this, is a long time. We've been doing this for a while, my dude. Not as long as many, but longer than most. So cheers to that. Hey, buddy, shall we get to the chat with this section? Talk about some stuff, or do you have anything that you want to talk about before we get to that section? What's going on, buddy? What
I mean, like I said, it's just a day off. We could just get right into the chat. I'm totally cool with that.
Let's fucking do it, buddy. A nice, straightforward episode is what I'm feeling right now.
Okay, there you go, Sean.
Go. Yeah, so the chat with this section is the topics, or are the topics that are going to be talked about this week on this podcast. And the first one being Apple of My Eye. Wonderful. The next one being Coachella. I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm going to assume that's how to say it.
It's Hey, if you need, because I'm the one that spelled it out, all right? We know this guy can't spell. It's Coachella. Coachella.
All right. And then the next one, the final one for this week is going to be Digital Diet 2.0. I think Josh was bringing back the digital diet. Interesting.
Have to bring back the digital diet. I mean, we're online, right? I mean, we're all listening to us. We are part of now your digital diet. So we'll get into that later. But yeah, Sean, let's get into topic number one, Apple of My Eye. This is
Apple of My Eye. This is my topic. And Joshua, let me start by saying that the Cosmic Crisp was an indicator of where I'm going with this. There was a Cosmic Crisp crawl up here, buddy. There's a bar crawl from the Two Town Cider Company. They came up to Seattle and did a little bar crawl in 3 different bars on paper. But I just kind of wanted to talk to you about that and ask the question before I even start. Have you ever been on a bar crawl?
Jesus, you're asking me to remember if I've gotten shit-faced for a whole day, jumping like bar to bar, and if I can remember me doing that. Is that the question? Is that what you're trying to ask me?
That is the question. Yeah. Have you ever?
I feel like I feel like you and I and our girlfriend. Like, I think, didn't we go on a bar crawl once or twice? Didn't we do this before?
I'm sure we have. I just honestly I can't remember.
Yeah, no,
thought you would
I've
remember.
definitely done. At least I know with my girlfriend that I'm thinking about. We did a bar crawl from Santa Cruz we went to Capitola and on our way back to Watsonville. Yeah, so we worked our way back. So yeah, we've done a bar crawl.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I guess the more specific question is, have you ever done a themed bar crawl?
Theme bar crawl. Yeah, I think that day we did all like margaritas and kind of like drinks like that along the way.
Okay. So yeah,
I think the last one ended up at like Beer Mule or something, one of the local places around here. So we had, I don't think they had margaritas there. So we ended up drinking like some kind of sour, which was on the sweeter
Close
notes.
enough.
It kind of swings into that, that thing. But disclaimer real quick before we get, we did take an Uber the whole time. Nobody drunk. Yeah.
No drinking and driving allowed here.
No, absolutely
Right,
not.
good.
But yeah, so we did that. Done that before.
So-
many times.
This was, I wouldn't say my first experience doing a bar crawl, but this was definitely an experience. On paper, there were supposed to be 3 bars that we were going to go to. We went to the first bar, and you know that awkward, like, you get to the bar, and there's not a lot of people, and so it's like, you don't really know what's going on kind of vibe. Like, you don't know if you're welcome or not. That, you know what I'm talking about, buddy? That feeling that you get the first time you go somewhere, right?
I feel that every time I go somewhere, to be honest with you.
So,
The only place I don't feel like that is when I go to work because I've been doing it for 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
And every time it's not awkward when I go in there, but a brand new place like a bar where I don't know anybody. Yeah, this isn't Sesame Street. I don't know everybody when I walk into this place. Yeah, it's awkward for me.
I don't know. I beg to differ. Joshua can walk into a bar in the local area and someone will know him. It just happens every time.
Okay.
But in this case, didn't know anybody. So we walked into this first bar, and it's a sports bar. They had a lot of TVs. I just want to say that right off the bat. Lots of TVs. But the vibe was kind of off-putting, right? It was just like, it just wasn't there. And so, like, we, take a seat for a second to kind of take a lay of the land, if you will, on this bar crawl. And we, scope out the bar, find that that there is an event happening here. We don't know who's heading the event. We don't know anything like that. So we grab a 2-town cider, and then we sit down at our table, and we kind of just like, we're just talking to each other and kind of just figuring out if this is worth staying, if we should go, yada, yada, yada. By the time the scheduled time for the second bar is coming up, there's a gentleman who, after later on in this story, becomes very nice. He's really awesome. But a gentleman comes up to us and he's like, "Hey, were you guys here for the bar crawl, blah, blah, blah?" And we're like, "Yeah." And so we got a bunch of cool merch. He's like, "Here, let me give you some stuff." He gave us some sunglasses and a cool little patch, which I don't have in front of me. Sorry, can't show it off. But he gave us all that stuff. And he's like, "Hey, we're about to go to the second bar." And, they have more ciders and stuff like that. Because the first place that we went to ran out of 2 towns cider, which if you're doing a 2 towns cider crawl, you probably want to have 2 towns cider in the first bar. So we were just like,
Makes sense.
Okay. So at that moment, we decided that we would go to the second place. And if the second place sucked, then you know what? Fuck this place. And we'll head home. So we ended up going to the second place. Actually, the guy left, and then we gave him like a few minutes. And then we followed shortly after. And then we get to the second place. The second place, I will go on record saying, is one of the nicest dive bars I think I've been to, which is saying a lot. It was a really nice sports bar with darts, pinball, pretty decent pizza from what they told me. And we got there, and they had a bunch of Cosmic Crisp. And they had a few different flavors. They had the original, the raspberry, a pineapple flavor, and then a bunch of non-alcoholic as well, which at that point is just cider, apple cider, which I thought was funny. But we got to the second place, and then we started actually having a good time. We started meeting new people, and then it actually became an event. And unfortunately, this third place that was supposed to happen, there was supposed to be a third bar, we didn't make it to the third bar. No one did, because we all collectively decided that we would stay at the second bar and just wipe them out completely of their ciders. And that is what we did as a collective. We also played a game of darts for a cooler, for a bag cooler that was Cosmic Crisp themed, which I thought was really cool. Joshua, I did not win the bag, unfortunately. I was shot out. The winning score was 84. I got 23, buddy. I wasn't even close. Not even close.
That's not good.
But in this bar crawl, my dude, like I was at first I was like, nah, this kind of fucking sucks. Like, I never want to do a bar crawl again. But at the end, buddy, I was having a blast. I was having a blast. Met some new people. The host, I forget his name, but he was a Disney fan, so you would have hated him right off the bat, right off the rip. And he was just really cool. It was just really nice to get an insight on two towns and like some of the way that they make their ciders and like where they come from and like how they do it. So that was really fucking awesome. And it was probably one of the better experiences that I had after that. So I just wanted to talk about that, say that I had a great time and it was fun. And two towns, if you want to sponsor us, take some sponsorships, baby. Send them our way. So that's it, buddy. That was the apple of my eye. I had a great time at a bar crawl.
It's a great story. But I always wonder when it comes to bar crawls or just letting your inhibitions down with alcohol, what is it about alcohol that softens or like dulls out the edge of us personally? Why can't we just ride that rodeo, get on that horse all the time? Because it seems like to me, when you got to that first place, you just weren't liquid lubed up. You know what I mean? You weren't soft you weren't soft. Your skin was a little hard. You're all alligator skin. You hadn't put the lube on yet. No cocoa butter. You weren't soft. You weren't malleable. You weren't flexible. Okay. So what is it about the liquid, say softened, the liquid courage that gives us the ability to kind of just like let down, give up our guard a little bit? Yeah, because I think that's ultimately what happened to you. You showed up to a place, it didn't feel right. Even if you're you're just buzzed out of your mind, you can walk into anywhere that's just as terrible because you're having such a good time. You're buzzing or whatever. Like you're just gonna feel good anyways, and you're not gonna feel that raw like that empty energy because you're just buzzing. You're feeling good. So what is it about that
liquid courage confidence?
The liquid courage that just gives you the ability just to chill.
Honestly, I don't know. Like I knew that I was riding the chill for sure because like I was being my Joshua knows this personality. When I get a little buzzed, it's always more like go get him kind of personality. Like
he gets handsy,
handsy, happy. I'm just I'm all for it at that moment. You can tell me to do anything, and I'll do it. I was going to say something very inappropriate, but I'm not. I'll do anything you want.
Come on, man. Mia needs a reason for the bleep button. She needs a reason to just hit that button.
No, she don't. Said it. Not this episode. It's too late. It's too late now. But I don't know. I guess the liquid courage, I guess it's just like, your brain probably can't connect all the synapses in your head, right? And so the one that's telling you not to do that because it's going to make you embarrassed isn't connecting. So it's just like, fuck it, go for it, bro. Like, I think that's just what happened. I think that's what is happening. Your brain just can't make connections. So,
yeah, well, I think a lot of us just kind of put up that little bit of a shield in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Yeah, a little bit.
I think it's just a regular coat we wear, on a daily basis. And once we get a little liquid courage, we drop that coat, and it's a comfortable. Like I've done this many a times, like going to a place like you did and felt uncomfortable, and then you have one or two drinks, and then all of a sudden you just kind of shed that skin and you feel more comfortable, and you meet people that you wouldn't even say hi to. It's just kind of an interesting concept about every one of us, that it just takes a little bit of softening. And sometimes that comes in the form of alcohol to just get us to meet new people. And it's kind of interesting that we have to do that, and some people are just naturally just a butterfly. They can just do that. Yeah. But the rest of us just kind of hold. Yeah, they're almost too, because you kind of imagine if you're just that way, not under the influence, like what happens to you when you are.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like a small, thin line, like the one moment they're like perfectly fine. And the next moment they're just licking toads off fucking swamp water, just crazy.
So I guess a cool experiment is just go around acting like you're drunk all the time,
It's one way to get you into jail. So.
Yeah, but when you blow on the breathalyzer, you're gonna be fine. So they're just like, this person's just naturally crazy. So I mean, maybe you just get away with it. So next time you're out and it feels awkward in the space, just pretend you're drunk, and then maybe you'll let that guard down, and maybe you'll just meet somebody new, and who knows, future wife, future husband, or future stalker. I don't know.
All of the above. Yeah, all of the above. Buddy, mind if I throw out a quick would you rather to you?
I would love it if you would you rather. This is perfect. I'm going to sip while you ask me this would you rather.
Yeah, buddy. There you go. One from the top, one from the bottom. Joshua, would you rather always be running 30 minutes late or drink only plain water for the rest of your life? Both kind of sound sad.
Yeah, I think running late would be bad because then I wouldn't be able to drink water because I'd probably be broke or poor or something. Like I wouldn't be able. So I got to make a business decision, and I would rather drink water because it's good for me. Than be 30 minutes late all the time. Because being 30 minutes late to your wedding or being 30 minutes late to
dude, that would
a heart
suck.
transplant or some bullshit, you probably die.
Yeah.
So you just can't be late everywhere you go.
Do you think though that maybe a few of those times, like it would be beneficial for you to be late? You know, like let's say for example, like you're 30 minutes late for the grocery store, but if you were there 30 minutes like before that, like you would have missed out on like getting the best cut of meat. You know. But because you're 30 minutes late, you were able to get the best cut of meat. You know?
I don't know. I think being late is all kind of like time, right? What does it mean? But I've been, believe it or not, been coming home late at night and showing up maybe 10 or 15 minutes, like going home from Santa Cruz to Watsonville, been showing up right after a car accident. I'm literally telling the car is still smoking. It's flipped over to the side. People's arms are hanging out and shit. So it's like in that situation, being 30 minutes behind a tragedy is probably good. So, but if it was a solid granite, like it just had to be that way. I don't think being late all the time would be beneficial all the time. Like if that was just had to be that way. No, I don't think I couldn't. I just drink water. It's a benefit. Water's good for you, they say. Yeah. As long as you drink the right kind of water.
Too much water can kill you. So just watch out for that.
Any kind of toilet water is not good for you. So it's just, I probably.
Not my toilet water.
Well.
All right, let me give you one more and then we'll move on to the next one here, buddy. Joshua, would you rather fart every time you kiss someone? I feel like you already do that, but it's just me. Or text your mom saying help and then don't speak to anyone in your family for a month.
That would cause so much. I think, causing my mom anxiety at this stage of her life would not be cool. Or my family members probably be okay. They'd like, Josh is just fucking crazy. So they would get it. They'd be fine with it. But my mom, I couldn't do that to my mom, but I would totally pass gas. But if this is what I had to do, I would very, very strictly regulate my diet. So every fart I laid smelled like somebody's cologne. Like you would want me to come into your room and just pass gas just because somebody else smelled. I would be the person that would bring the good smell. I would just be that person. So yeah,
I'm okay with that. Yeah,
totally pass gas. Focus on your diet. Regulate your farts.
I'm with you on this one too. I'm going to regulate the farts. But I'm going to bring up another product. Listen, this is to kind of justify me from the few weeks ago where I talked about the fanny pack, talked about the butter churn thing. It was just a Ziploc bag.
That's crazy.
It was just a Ziploc bag in a fanny pack that people were using.
Oh,
so there was no product. There was no product.
It
was just a Ziploc bag. That was all it was.
Fake news?
But this is an actual product, and I know it is because I've seen it. Joshua, they make underwear that you can put a little tiny sheet of like a fabric in it so that when you fart, it like smells good. Like I think that is what I would invest in with the kissing someone every time is I'd have that little underwear with fabric to smell it and make it smell nice.
So would you at all think about your diet like myself, or would you just go straight to the pape?
Do I think about my diet anyway?
Yeah,
no, bro. No.
But I mean, it could be beneficial though for you just to kind of think what you put in your mouth might come out your butt. Fine. I'm just saying, if you're gonna chew on it and then just release it, might as well think about the way it comes out.
Worded. It's really well worded. Yes. You know what, Joshua? Just because of that, I'll think about my diet the next time I'm passing gas.
Every time I have Taco Bell, I always think about the person next to me. 20 minutes later, it's like, hey, it's like I had Taco Bell for lunch. Oh, you want to hang out there? Be my guest. I'm just letting you know now. It's like a warning sign.
Oh fuck! All right, buddy. Let's move on. Let's do this. How do you pronounce this one again, buddy? How do you say this?
Coachella.
All right, is this your topic or my topic? What
I think it's honestly, I think it's universally everybody listening topic.
Oh,
Whether you've
okay.
gone or you haven't gone, or maybe it's popping up in your feed. Yes, I didn't spell it the right way, and I don't spell things right anyway, so get over it. This is what this podcast consists of. Joshua trying to spell things. But
Yeah,
this
that's all
topic's
it is,
all
right?
about Coachella. And if
Yes.
any one of you has gone, I would be interested to know in the comments, if you want to join along in this conversation. It would be nice to know your experience or prices or whatever, what have you of your Coachella experience. But Sean, I don't think you've ever gone to Coachella. And I know I never have. The people in my artwork in the background seems like they've been hanging out there a little too long.
I think it's the wrong event.
Yeah, because they're
Woodstock-looking festival. than
there's
Coachella.
hippies on one side, there's a big dollar sign, the corporate guy on the
Oh, yeah,
other
good
side.
point, good
There's
point,
corporate versus. So there's a mashup going on at Coachella. But Sean, Coachella, what do you know about it? Do you know anybody?
It's
who's
funny that you
gone?
asked, Joshua. It's funny that you asked because I set up and put together a little presentation for us, buddy. A little presentation to show off Coachella. So
Perfect.
I pronounced it Coachella. So here you go, buddy. I'm going to share my screen with you and the people watching. Just keep on watching. I'll go ahead and start this bad boy up. Here you go. Buddy, can you see the screen?
I see a bunch of little smiley faces.
Perfect. What does it say on the bottom right there?
It says, "Pores will be pores."
Damn straight, buddy. Here we go. Let's talk about Coachella.
Okay.
Welcome to the poor. The date last week, because by the time this comes out, I believe the end of Coachella has already ended. So there's that. So this is more for a future Joshua and Sean, buddy. Let's get into it. So giving some photo credits here because I'm going to be using some examples in this slideshow. Papa, are we poor? So here you go. This is what we're going to be talking about, buddy. We're going to be comparing two things here: car camping and safari campgrounds. All right. Does this mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't mean
All right.
anything to me. No.
Perfect. So now we're going to talk about it, buddy. So let's get on into it. So here we go. Joshua, this is taken from a creator. I just took some screenshots and the creator's name down there. But this is one way that people are living through Coachella. Okay. So this is car camping, and I'll kind of show you some examples of like their setup. And this is no means to like show like to shit on people. This is just, we're going to ask some questions, and buddy, I need to know some answers later on. But this is kind of like their setup right now. And I want you to take all of this in, okay? Because the question I will have for you at the end of this is pretty reasonable. First of all, would you do this, buddy? The
Would
exact
I
way
car-
that they were
like-
doing it.
Would I car camp?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, I would car camp. I mean, it's a controlled environment. If you got to go indoors, shut the doors, be safe. I would car camp, but you couldn't do it in a Tesla. You got to have a vehicle that actually like is suitable for car camping. So
Good point,
yeah,
good
there you
point.
go. I would car camp if I had the right car.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. How much would you spend to do this or not do this? So you
To
already
car
said
camp?
that you're going to do it. Yeah. How much would you spend to do this?
To car camp. Jesus, I don't even have a baseline. But if I had to show up, like if I had a flat piece of ground, wasn't like cows and shit around, it wasn't things crawling into my car, fucking I don't gotta worry about bears, I don't maybe I do Yosemite. Okay. I'm going to say to car camp at a legitimate festival, sleeping in my car. I'm gonna go $220.
Okay. All right. Seems reasonable. Let's move on to the price of this, buddy. So here you go. Price. Buddy, to car camp, it is $40 per night or $160 for the whole weekend. So.
Okay. All right.
You're
I was
close.
I was close. Yeah. All right. I didn't even know.
But, buddy,
okay. This is good.
This is where they get you, though. This is where they get you. So they have two different options here. They have preferred front row car parking or camping for $130 a night, or they have just preferred parking, which is $105 a night. And you can kind of read what they say on here, but the preferred one, the more expensive one, is basically arrive at your leisure in a guaranteed spot in front row of the lot closest to the venue. That's all it is. That's all you're getting. You're basically getting the ability to park closer to the venue. So would you be doing any of those, buddy?
Is there can I ask, can I pull up in a limo? like a badass limo, like a big old stretch fucking, is that still considered a car?
Is it just to drop you, like if you're staying
No,
in a limo?
I'm sleeping in it. I convert this
Oh.
bitch. You put a big old two king size bed. People are touching tips. You know what I'm saying? Like we can just.
They do have an option for RVs and stuff, so I would think that it would qualify for that, but I didn't show that on here. Okay. Yeah, I don't have that pricing on there, unfortunately.
So am I maxing out? Are you asking me if I'm going premium?
Yeah. Are you going premium, or are you just sticking to 160 for the entire event?
No. I'm not. I cannot go premium. I cannot justify sleeping in my own car for that much money.
Okay. All right. But wait, buddy. There's more. Hang on. Joshua, they offer shuttle passes. Would you take the extra $150 for a shuttle pass?
No. I walk too much. My legs are too healthy. It's stupid.
Okay. All right. I'm just throwing the question out there.
I mean, and not talk shit about people who want to use that luxury, but sorry, burn some calories, use your legs.
Now, before we even move on from this, buddy, that is just to park there. So we still haven't even got to like the tickets for Coachella. And I'm not even pricing all that stuff out because we all know Coachella prices are very expensive. I'm just kind of showing you like the options that people are taking, right?
I mean, I'm not broke yet. I'm not broke yet. I've paid for this. Yeah. We're going to pretend I already put quarters in this slot machine.
I kind of already knew where you were going to go with this one, but I want to show you the second style of life, right? So is this more your style, buddy? So first off, there is a private parking lot for people who are doing this adventure in Safari. On top of that, they get shuttled from their vehicle to their whole setup. And so this is their setup, buddy. These are real beds. These aren't blow-up mattresses. These are real beds.
It's not AI. Okay, it's real.
There is AC coolers. There are showers. And there's a private bar. There's a private bar. It's nice. With food.
Food don't look like that. Don't believe that.
The food looks like that, buddy. The food looks like that.
I don't believe it.
That's what they get.
That's the best meal, probably. No. Okay.
On top of that, they get shuttled to the venues. Like all of the concert venues, they get shuttled to it. There's no walking, buddy. There's no walking these streets here.
So you feel like a rock star at this point. You feel important.
You feel like a true VIP, buddy. So the question is, what would you do this way?
Would I do it that way?
Yeah. Okay. And also, how much do you think this would be?
You know what? I would not do this because I don't need fucking somebody to shuttle me around in a golf cart to make me feel important. Tell you right now, that food, I'm over it. That's probably the best looking meal out of all. So I'm not paying for the uniqueness of that experience, but I can guarantee you it's around at least $1,200 for that experience.
All right, let's find out, buddy. Let's break this price down real quick. So prices, here we go. So Safari Camping, weekend 1 and 2, it starts at $1,000 per person.
I'm close.
Per night. Yeah, so it just starts at that price.
I believe it. I believe it. Yeah.
So this is kind of like all their amenities that you get. You get a full 4-night stay. You get 2 guest passes, Safari exclusive golf cart shuttles, a concierge, a front desk, a campground, AC restrooms and showers. All the basic kind of living amenities is what you're getting here. It's basically a glorified glamping situation here.
I feel so important. I feel important right now.
But wait, buddy, there's more. So here's a more in-depth price breakdown, as you can see here. So $9,000 for a safari tent for 2 people, right? This was actually being sold like this when people went through, right, and did the pricing and stuff. This is what you would get. Okay. So for tier 1, it would be $9,000. And I think the tiers, the way they kind of allocated them is like you get certain viewing areas. Some come with exclusive dining and things like that. So the most that you can spend here is $11,000, and you'd essentially get everything under the fucking sun for $11,000, buddy. $11,000. You doing it?
$11,000. See, this is where I kind of get sick to my stomach. Mm-hmm. People can't afford food. People can't even afford most If anything, a brand new toothbrush. People are scrubbing this up down to the plastic of the bristles on their fucking brush. And you got $11,000. But if I had it, would I spend? No, I would not. But I would certainly let somebody else spend the money for me to have that experience. You want to take, if you want to be that sugar to my mama or the sugar to the daddy, whatever it is, go ahead. I feel free. Spend $11,000 on that experience for you and me doing it.
All right. So you're taking applications is what I'm hearing.
I'm doing it. You know, I'll hang out with you, you know?
All right. But wait, buddy, there's more. So all of that doesn't include some of this other stuff in here. So there are VIP charging lockers, which aren't included. So for $100, they're just regular lockers for $100. Dining experiences. I think the dining experience is included in one of those VIP tiers, but that's a minimum $362 extra. Merchandising, the limited edition hoodie that they were selling, $90. The concert lineup poster, $20, buddy. All these fucking extra things here. Like, the price gouging at Coachella is phenomenal. So what I'm thinking, my dude, I'm thinking that we need to start a festival. Dare I say, close to a fire fest, you know? Mm-hmm. So, anyways, thank you. If this is for you, that's okay. We're not here to yuck anybody's yum. Just remember, debt is a bitch. So, Joshua, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. That is all I wanted to share on that and kind of get your opinion on some of the outrageous Coachella pricing. So,
yeah,
and for the record, I'm doing it. I'm spending the money.
You do it? You spend $11,000?
I'm spending the money to feel like a VIP. I hope that there is one of those fish pools that's the fish suck your little feetsies. Like, that is what I want, and I hope that is there. So I'm doing it. I'm spending the $11K. Money is just money. You can't take it with you. You can only pass it on, right? You can only pass your debt on to the next kin. So good luck to them. So there you go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, I guess, dude. I guess. You didn't even talk about food prices. I thought you were going to actually talk about food prices.
I was running out of time, and I was getting too in-depth. And food is fucking expensive, buddy. There was another video that I saw where somebody was paying like $30 for like 2 beers or like $40 for 2 beers or some shit like that, which is insane for 2 beers or 2 White Claws. Like, dude, like, come on now. I can't justify it.
Oh, I knew we were gonna talk about it a little bit, so I had to bring up some food prices if you didn't get to it.
Thank you.
I got a couple here. So, believe it or not, this could be reasonable depending on where you get your pizza from. They have a whole large pizza for $65. It doesn't say how many. It doesn't say how many toppings. It
doesn't say the size, does it?
Yeah. No, it just says a whole large. They have another.
Really?
Hey, if you want to get 2 burritos and a cucumber water, you could pay $64 for that.
Shit. $64 for a cucumber in my water. Bring it on, baby. Bring it on.
And if you haven't taken an expensive dump, they got dumplings for $18. So there you go.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
$18 for a big old dump.
So, to be honest with you, buddy, I would not do any of Coachella. Not in the slightest. I would rather sit down on the couch and do Coachella. Because Coachella is streamed live now, like through YouTube. You can watch all the artists from every stage, and it's free. Like, what more could you want than your own AC'd home or apartment, you with a non-$40 alcoholic beverage, sitting down, enjoying better views than most people who are actually there, and just getting your toes sucked by a frog, like in the personal home. Like, it can't get any better than that, my dude. So I'm doing that, which is what I was doing this weekend, was watching Coachella from my couch. So I enjoyed it.
I'm thinking, you said it earlier, our own festival. I think we do our own Sorry for the Delay Coachella Festival.
Coachella
and
Festival.
We host it.
I love it. Yeah.
And our pizza will be cheaper. Our the amenities will almost be free. I'll offer up 3-ply toilet paper, soft wipes if you want them. But yeah, I think me and you could put together something where maybe we host the Coachella, the first Sorry for the Delay Coachella Festival.
Coachella, I love it. Put that. You know what? Mia, put that in the notes for later. Coachella. Maybe Coachella 2027. We'll figure that shit out.
And you know what else will be offered up on that too?
What, buddy?
Some of our AI original music.
Oh, buddy, what do you got going for us? What is this AI music for us?
So for today's Sean, I sent it to Sean. It's called Whiskey and what, Sean?
Waves.
Whiskey and Waves. So Whiskey and Waves was another one of these original fun tracks that I came up with. I figured it's, again, we're in summertime. I hate to keep saying that, but we're all about good vibes. And I think this song is going to show a lot of good vibes through its spirit, through its soul. And I don't want to go too much into detail. I just want you to sit back, relax, put the windows up, put the windows down. Just enjoy this on your way to work or wherever you're headed right now when you listen to this. So, Sean, put the quarter in. Whiskey and Waves.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy.
Kiss road, boots in the sand where the warm tide flows. Got a bottle in my hand and the breeze in my hair. Feels like the whole damn world put me right here. And every little moment hits sweeter when the night air's humming like a speaker. Whiskey and waves. That's all I need. Bare feet dancing where the shoreline bends. Lost track of time with the tide and friends. Got a little bit of trouble in my blood tonight, but the moon on the water makes it feel just right. When the night air's humming like a speaker. Whiskey and waves, yeah, they carry me home. Drifting like a rebel with nowhere to go. Heart on fire, but my soul's at ease. Riding this rhythm like a warm sea breeze. Whiskey and waves, that's all I need. Let the tide roll in, let the past roll out. Let the rhythm wash away every shadow of doubt. If the world gets loud, I'll be riding this place with the salt on my lips and your hands on my waist. Whiskey and waves, yeah, they carry me home. Drifting like a rebel with nowhere to go. Heart on fire, but my soul's at ease. Riding this rhythm like a warm sea breeze. Whiskey and waves, take me away. That's all I need. Yeah.
God damn, buddy, I wish that one didn't end. I was kind of hoping that was going to go longer. That was good. That was great. I'm going to put that in my car when the summer hits up here. You know, I'm just going to, that makes me want to put my head out of the window and just like let my tongue go out like a dog, you know. You know, that's the summertime hit of the summer right now. I love it. I love it. It was great. Good job, buddy. Fucking solid.
I'm glad you
Solely.
like that. And the fun thing about that song is I did not overthink that like the last one. I just had some fun with that one. And it speaks to the creative kind of outlet. Just don't overthink sometimes. Just have fun with it. And that's exactly what I did with that song. So I hope everybody listening, everybody watching enjoyed that because it was fun to make. And share that with your friends because I think it was a fun one. And whether it's AI or not, it still came from these two guys. And I hope you guys appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, dude. Yes, sir. All right, shall we skip Coachella
Let's go.
just move on down to
I know, right?
Digital Diet 2.0?
Who wants to pronounce
I'm very
that
curious.
shit? I didn't even hit the button.
Very
Oh,
curious
okay.
on this one, buddy. You're bringing it back. Digital Diet 2.0. He's got to cycle all over again, ladies. If you're just listening, don't worry about it. Also, I forgot to mention the previous Coachella thing we talked about. There was a slideshow presentation. So if you just totally didn't know what just happened, I was showing a slideshow of stuff. So if you're just listening on audio, head on over to Sorry for the Late Out Live and check that out in its entirety to actually visually see what was happening. So sorry about that. Now that you've skipped ahead. Sorry.
Hey, buddy. Well, we did digital diet not too long ago, and just because there's so much going on in the world right now, I'm still curious. Like between your digital diet and my digital diet, do you feel like things are changing as far as the algorithm goes? Just because of the world, as the world events happen, do you feel like your digital diet has changed? I mean, obviously, if you're listening to us, we are part of your digital diet. But I'm curious, Sean, has anything changed in your algorithm specifically based upon world events and things going on?
That's kind of funny that you mentioned that because, I've noticed a little bit of a change in my algorithm specifically. I don't really get a lot of politics in my algorithm, which is great for me because I don't fucking care for that. But I don't get any of that in my stuff, so that's kind of nice. But I've also noticed that I'm not getting a lot of AI slop anymore as much as I used to,
Okay.
which is kind of random.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's a change in the algorithm or not, but it's definitely something I've noticed, and I'm kind of like, all right, interesting, weird. So I don't know. That's what I've noticed. What about you?
Okay. So like for me, I kind of feel like my algorithm has changed a lot because I've been subscribing to a lot of different things now. So I've been really trying to focus on things that not that I haven't done this before, but like mentally kind of like put me in a better headspace, whether it's like inspirational quotes or whether it's just things that'll make me smile throughout the day, just things that are less slop. But it's funny how occasionally, no matter how long I pause on things that are supposed to inspire me, every once in a while, a reel will show up or somebody's getting punched in the face. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And I sort of feel like they throw these things in like how people do those clickbait thumbnails on YouTube where it's that sort of thing where it catches your eye really quick. It's just like, and then you click on it or then you pause long enough for it to then filter back into your algorithm. And there's a lot of what's happening with this digital media that I don't like, especially because it's something I don't want at all as a part of my digital diet. So I know it will not work in the social media, like I don't think it'll work towards their benefit, but I was wondering, like in some of these platforms, how there's sliders set up, right? Like you want it to be happier, like same thing like with Suno or animated art, like things that you're using to kind of like sway your own interest. I was wondering if they could introduce into our apps or into our setups where like you have these slider bars where you want your algorithm to be more inspirational or more heavy in.
Okay.
So I can now control the less garbage by taking out, like, say there's a news bar, right? Like a news slider, like 80% news, or I want 20% news in my algorithm, like giving us, the consumer, the ability to consume what we want digitally, as opposed to every once in a while, give me this clickbait option, just it slides into my reel and I watch it because it is that clickbait 10-second garbage that just, it catches my eye when I really don't want to be looking at it at all. So this is kind of something I know will not work, but it's maybe you heard it here first. I think these social media companies should set up sliders, percentages bars within our profiles of what we do want to watch, as opposed to what they're shoving down our throats. and maybe somebody who we're friends with watches, and I don't want to watch their shit.
Yeah. No, I love this idea, but I think it's going to have to be a new platform. Like, I think the way that the platforms are structured now with existing social media, this would be a sorry for the delay social media that we'll have to make, right? Where it's what you want it to be, because I feel like from a business standpoint, if we have you in our ecosystem and you're controlling what you're watching, you're going to be in our ecosystem longer because it's what you want to watch. You're dictating the entertainment. We are just the platform for it. Like that is amazing. I would do that in a heartbeat. Like that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. And I even thought about that even before we came on. That was just kind of one of those things. And just, I don't know. I just think there's so much of what gets shoved down our throat. It's very clickbait. So I don't know. If you're out there listening, maybe this becomes a part of that algorithm. But if you could set up sliders for people watching or that are on your platforms, it'd be perfect, because I'm tired of watching negative shit show up even when I don't even want to consider. It almost makes you want to unfollow friends that do watch that stuff, because I mean, we all have people that are political friends, right? We all have people that watch this shit, and they're, you got 2,000 friends, somebody's watching this shit, so it falls into your reel. So like, I don't want to unfollow somebody because that's what's carrying into my algorithm. That's just not fair, because they're still friends of mine, even though they watch that shit. But I think we should be given the option to go 100%, happy, good thoughts are inspirational, and negative 100% news and social like media that we just do not want. So,
I think I'm gonna have to unfollow you though, buddy, on Instagram, because I keep getting a bunch of feet pics, and I'm pretty sure you're the one who's doing that. I'm pretty sure you're the one who's liking all of them. So I'm gonna have to unfollow you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, mine's all coffee and just,
coffee and feet. That's all it is.
Coffee and
that's all it is.
And now smoking of whiskey drinks. That's
Let's go.
Digital diet right now. Yeah, buddy. That was just my digital fun diet kind of topic I wanted to bring up. Nice, and I hope everybody listening, you adapt or you adjust or you turn down the slider on some of that digital diet you're consuming. But turn us up, please.
Yeah, there you go. Speaking of turning us up, buddy, let's start to turn us down, really. Let's start to land this plane here. Let's do some fun finds, some fortunes, and get the people out of here this week, A nice, short, and sweet episode. Just a little behind the baseball here. Joshua and I are recording this on a later in the week on a Friday, and this has to come out on a Tuesday, so it's got to go through the editing cycle real fast here. So we're trying to get through this one for you guys. So, Joshua, what do you got for this week? What's your fun find?
All right, buddy. So for my fun find, I'm pretty sure I haven't shown this off, but this is a fun little something I found. I don't even know where I found it, but it's been sitting on the shelf, and I had to show this off, and it's Sean. Have you heard of lamb chop?
No, I have not. He's fucking cute though.
Let's get a lamb chop. Get a lamb chop, man. Who doesn't love lamb chop as a Funko? This is my fun find. It's lamb chop as a Funko. There you go. Okay. It's a fun little
where
fun
that's
find,
from?
Right? I'm pretty sure I found this at maybe like Five Below. I do a lot of shopping randomly at Five Below. Maybe I found it at Five Below. I don't know. I don't put receipts with this shit. But yeah, lamb chop. That's my fun Funko find for this episode.
Cool, buddy. Hell yeah. Let me show off my fun find real quick for you. This is a little hint as to what is coming up in the next few weeks here. But Joshua, this is another Biddy Pop, because of course, Biddy Pop Fortune in front of me, and I got another one for y'all. It is Mr. Harry Potter and the Hogwarts Express. So you can see there's the Hogwarts Express, and there's Harry Potter. So there you go. A little foreshadowing as to what's to come.
I think it's funny because I've been watching a lot of Harry Potter lately, and I don't know. I just cycle back to the first one. Now we're on the second one again. Isn't there like 7 of them? How many Harry Potters are there again?
Yeah, I think, or technically 8, because I think there's 7 and they broke 7 into two movies. So I think there's technically 8 movies, but 7 is 2 parts.
Did I just say Harry Potty?
You might have. You might have. I mean, we'll have to check that later. Hey, but hey, speaking of that, did you see that they're doing a new Harry Potter series, a new TV show on HBO coming out soon?
No, I didn't know that. There is?
So they're redoing the Harry Potter franchise. Like they cast a whole bunch of new people and stuff, and they're making a new show with it. And I guess this is going to be based heavily, or more heavily, on the book version of Harry Potter. So, I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. They just announced like the kids like who are playing the characters, like the main characters, and they look pretty pretty spot on for the parts, so it's exciting. Highly recommend you watch the little announcement trailer that they did, buddy. It's pretty cool.
Okay. I'll have to check it out. I mean, now that I'm back into the series, it seems kind of fitting. I should naturally just watch that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, buddy.
All right. Fortunes?
Let's fucking move on. Yeah, fortunes, baby. Let's hit some fortunes. I'm going to read up some lucky numbers while you do that.
This cannot be your first time watching us. And if it is, thank you, because we do have another subscriber, a new one. Yeah, we're up to, I think we just got a couple new ones. But we do these things at the very end of the episode. These are fortune cookies. These are Miss Fortune cookies. We do either a dirty one or we do a boozy one. Sean?
I think we're on the dirty one this week.
You want to go dirty?
Okay. Yeah, let's do dirty. Let's go.
It's been such a clean episode, man. And you want to go dirty? Jesus Christ!
Yeah. No,
and after what was it? Your bar crawl? You sure you want to go dirty?
All right, we'll do boozy. Hit me with the boozy. Let's do full circle.
Okay,
we'll full circle it. I see what you're hitting at.
Yes, I mean, why not do a boozy fortune on
we did talk a lot about beer and cider. Yeah. So I guess let's hit him with the boozy. What am I thinking? What the fuck's wrong with me?
It's okay. That's what you got me for. I'm the rice and the burrito, man. I hope you fill in where
the rice and the burrito.
Yeah, you never had a skinny burrito. Throw a little more rice in there, thicken that bad boy up. I'm that rice, thicken it up. All right, buddy. Here is your boozy dozen for episode 130. Jesus. You will be surrounded by old friends at your upcoming intervention.
Oh. At least you'll be there with me.
Yeah, there you go. This is nice.
Yeah, kind of sweet.
Yeah, there you go. There is your boozy fortune.
All right, cool. Let's hit them with the lucky numbers. These are your 7 lucky numbers for the week. Feel free to use them for whatever nefarious reasons you would like. They are as followed: 1, 8, 14, 17, 27, 50, and 53. Once again, your 7 lucky numbers are 1, 8, 14, 17, 23, 50, and 53. Buddy, we've made it to the end of episode 130. We're still doing this. You're still doing this. We're still here, buddy. So let's give the people one final thing for the week. What do you got? What do you want to tell the people, man? Like they're hearing this on a Monday, hearing this on a Tuesday, whenever this shit comes out. They want to know the words of wisdom from Joshua.
I know, right? It's always the words of wisdom from Joshua, right? All right. Well, hello everybody, and thank you for making Sean and I a part of your digital diets. As we head into the new week, I want to leave you with one of my favorite quotes. People are like assholes. Everybody has one. Like that? And if you come across an asshole, just do what I do. Smile and give them a backhanded compliment. Because that's usually how I deal with people.
All right.
Here you go, buddy. Yeah. Not the greatest.
Okay. Is that it?
What I got?
Okay. All right. Hey. Cool. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We do really appreciate it. And, for the record, buddy, that was good. Nice and short, sweet, and to the point. So let me end it with another one of these, buddy, because here you go. Joshua, what do you call a camel at Coachella?
I have no idea. What is a camel at Coachella, Sean?
A hump dancer.
Hey.
Oh, they can't all be winners.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you next week. Be safe out there. Deuces. Beautiful contour of Joshua's face and balls. Look at that. Amazing. All right, buddy. Go and do your little snaps, claps.
Snaps and claps. Dude.
All right. Snaps here. Perfect. All right. I think we're good. You ready to just hop in, buddy?
Yeah. You just hop in.
All right, let's fucking get it. Here we go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.